All right.
Hi everyone, I'm Mo, and I'm here with Shifu Chester here, and we're here to talk about tea, and we're at my tea shop called the Healing Tree in Thousand Oaks. What we wanted to discuss today was that what I kept seeing as a pattern of health is that a lot of people would always come in with deficiency of blood in some manner, and it's increased over the years. And
What are some of the signs of a deficiency in blood?
okay, great question. Some of the signs is like lethargy, pallor, like pale looking complexion, dry, brittle nails, stress, and like inability to sleep. So all these things are signs of like an inability to ground to the earth's energy. So with the practice of qi, I think that enhancing blood quality through natural means is a really good way to enhance harnessing of qi and practice of gong fu.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I take it that you have some tricks of your trade to enhance that?
I sure do. So right now, this is a mixture of herbs from left to right that are cardioprotective, fancy word for protecting the heart. And what do I mean by protecting the heart? Yeah. So the red colors of tea is almost like a giveaway. Mm-hmm. So nature loves to tell us clues as to what can be unlocked. So in ancient traditional Chinese medicine derived from Taoist medicine, and I think they were the original physicists of looking at patterns and how we move through time and that the changes through time and space. And so what they discovered in terms of the colors is that the heart, they ascribe the color red. And so things that are red in color typically have some kind of like vasodilatory effect that we mentioned or discussed in the previous episode. So if you look at the heart, the shape of it is a chestahedron, and it's located in the chest cavity. Mm-hmm. So a chestahedron actually looks almost like the shape of this rosebud. So if anyone has ever had loss or heartache, it's really noticeable when you drink it. It's as if it took away the physiological response of that heartache.
I see.
You still can think of it, but the response physiologically, the hurt that you feel from that loss is almost gone. Mm-hmm. It's quite amazing.
That's very interesting. So you still have the memory, but the feelings, the emotions different.
Yes.
And so are you saying that the shape of things is also a clue as to what they correspond with in our body?
Exactly. So this is the concept of the Greeks, their concept of doctrine of signature. So if it looks like the thing, it most likely will affect that organ.
Oh, okay.
In question.
That's funny. When I was little, my mom would always tell me to eat a bunch of walnuts. And she said, it'll make you smarter. I go, why? She said, because it looks like your brain and it'll make your brain smarter. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And I actually did not eat a lot of walnuts because I thought like cashews were tastier. And then, later on when I grew up and I started reading medical research myself, they did say that turns out walnuts are really good for your brain and brain health.
Awesome. Exactly. That's a great explanation of that principle. And okay, so let's try, okay?
All right.
I hope you guys can see this here.
Yeah. It's brightly red. It looks like water, like it looks just like a colored ketchup, but it's flowy. It is like very soothing in some way. Like it feels like it goes into me to somewhere. Like I wasn't aware I was having any heartache, but something feels better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite herbs for increasing like iron content is a snow chrysanthemum.
Snow chrysanthemum, yeah.
Most of us have heard of like the yellow or white flower chrysanthemums. However, a lot of people may not realize that there's a snow chrysanthemum that grows in high elevation, especially in the Xinjiang region,
High elevation.
between China and the Himalayas is the Kunlun region that is designated for growing snow chrysanthemum. And in high elevation areas, because we can't get enough oxygen due to the pressure difference,
Yeah.
I think it's too high pressure. Is that correct? Or it could be
Too
too low.
low pressure,
Too
yeah,
low pressure.
environment.
Thank you. And as a result, this will deliver more iron to the body
Okay.
in the form of hemoglobin, and then it will help with hemoglobin production. That's the oxygen carrying
Yeah.
capacity of the red blood cell. Also, I love the toroid field that we keep bringing this up in practice. So the red blood cell is a convex, concave shape, and to me, it's a toroid field, like a donut.
Yeah, it's like a flying donut.
Okay, and what they've found is that not only hemoglobin is akin to voltage, but it is carrying exclusion zone water based upon Gerald Pollack's work, which is electric in nature. It's a hexagonal shape that holds on to a lot of electricity or qi.
Oh, okay.
So the concept of flow and circulation and grounding, can be had. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like soothed. At first, I was thinking I feel calm, but as I drink more, I feel it's almost like a feeling of fulfillment inside of me, like satisfaction.
So right now, I can feel this like extra warmth
Extra
in my
warmth,
heart and in my intestines.
In your intestines, yeah.
So as you may know, those who practice Chinese medicine or know of Chinese medicine and the connections of the organs, each organ has a pair. So one is a yin organ, the other is a yang organ. You
Yeah.
need both to conduct a closed loop circuit.
Yeah.
Right, to conduct electromagnetism. You need both. And so it's like a battery set. So the heart is a yin organ to the yang small intestines.
Yeah.
So when you're able to let go of heart issues, matters of the heart, loss, we all have experienced it, we will experience it, no doubt about that. It will affect our ability to absorb and digest food. Not only just some, excuse me, not only the poisons that we're exposed to on a daily basis from our food, like gluten and gliadin and glyphosate that piggybacks on these structures, prevent us from absorbing minerals and iron. So what this does is has lots of bioflavonoids, antioxidants, so it lowers blood pressure, lots of zinc, lots of iron, potassium. This is like slightly sweet and slightly bitter. So there are compounds that are neuroprotective, prevent like inflammation in the brain. So if you have circulation, you're going to deliver more antioxidants, but also oxygen, which is voltage. This also has natural fructooligosaccharides. These are like prebiotics, but the polysaccharides are like complex sugar molecules that actually, just like mushrooms have high amounts of polysaccharides, these complex sugar molecules help you use sugar, overcome insulin resistance.
Okay.
So the more your neurons or your cells can use sugar, you're increasing voltage.
Right.
So you need the oxygen. Without that oxygen, you cannot break down glucose in the mitochondria. So what it's doing is helping expedite and this process of becoming more energetic.
Oh, I see.
Okay, and it also is an aromatase enzyme inhibitor, blocks excess estrogen, and we're in a sea of chemicals that we've never before seen, in previous times. So all these they can be broken down into estrogens in the body.
You mean like our plastic bottles and
Yes,
stuff like that?
yeah, all the plastics, all the phthalates, they break down to estrogens and can cause a lot of metabolic issues. So this prevents, even if we have high cortisol, we're gonna tilt into our androgens, in our muscles, converting into estrogen, and this happens more
What's
and more.
kind of the signs of that, of someone that's experiencing that?
So metabolic syndrome, in women above a certain age, increase in menopause, infertility, lethargy, increase strokes and heart disease because the functionality of estrogen is to increase iron stores.
Okay.
And as a result, it clumps blood. And so insulin resistance may occur.
And those things are definitely all on the rise, right? More and more
Yes.
diabetes, insulin resistance, and people just feeling more and more tired as the days goes on. Life's not necessarily better or worse, but they just feel more tired.
Yeah, so drinking this will power us up in a natural way, blocking estrogen in a good way. It won't block it completely, but it will prevent the conversion when we're stressed from the environmental poisons, emotional stress, things beyond our control
Yeah.
or within our control. It will act as a buffer. Okay. The other one
Very
is
cool.
goji berry.
Goji
Okay.
berry, I love that.
So these, I know a lot of people like to eat them, but they can be pro-inflammatory for some people because they are part of the nightshade family.
Oh,
but if
okay.
you convert them into tea like we did, it will negate some of the effects. So when you add hot water, it changes the chemistry and plants become our ally versus fighting off like pests.
I see.
So the color, as you can see, these are like, really in the red spectrum.
Yeah.
And these are like the plant compounds that protect them from UV, from light, photo damage, but also, prevent like pests from trying to eat them. So all these things, that what gives them the red pigment are the carotenoids and the bioflavonoids, but the carotenoids, just like carrots, this is high in carotenoids.
Right.
Very similar, like high mineral, high amino acid content in these two. But this is used for beauty in Asia and
Yeah.
to develop strong legs in Kung Fu practice.
Right, because you need that circulation down to your legs.
So at the, where the blood is exchanged at the arterial, at the very small, like, blood, vessels, this enhances that exchange
Yeah.
and circulation.
From what I understand is that as we age, our body prioritizes taking care of your organs over taking care of your hands and feet, your extremities.
Okay.
Because if you can lose a finger or some toenails and you'll still live. But if your organs start working poorly, then big problems occur. Same thing when you suffocate. First we shunt off the blood to our arms and legs, but we gotta keep the blood and oxygen in our heart and liver and that kind of stuff. So as we age, if your blood efficiency or effectiveness or richness declines, then it will reduce the allowance, so to speak, to your legs first and keep it to the body. But then your knees get weak, your toenails get fragile, and you get these kind of signs, and that lead to a difficulty in your life. So that kind of makes sense.
Thank you, excuse me. So that's a great point. So these will definitely enhance that circulation and the production of blood so you have more of it.
Yeah. Let me talk about something like in circulation to your feet. So there's a great master in the 1900s of Kung Fu called Wang Laisheng, and he passed down a youthful longevity qigong, and it was extremely simple. It was like he wrote it in this little article release. It says, everyone talks about doing longevity, about doing the Shaolin youth boy qigong and these kind of practices, and they made such a big fuss and made it all so complicated. He said it's actually really easy to do. You can do it in like 2 minutes. You can learn it in 30 seconds, and it will improve your leg health and it'll improve your aging. And people were kind of like, all different masters like, no, that's BS. It can't be that simple. It's not that short. You got to do all this stuff. He goes, no, trust me. I'm a great master. I had great results doing this. So his qigong is really good. You want to see it? Want to learn it?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can do it along with us. It's really, really easy. Basically, you want to promote the flow of qi to your leg, which will then help the flow of blood to your legs too. And you can do it lying down or sitting. Lying down on your back is best. And then you're going to breathe naturally through your nose.
Okay.
And then there's nothing super special. What you do is you plug your ears with your index finger. You plug your ears like that. Don't do it just yet so you can still hear me. Okay, so you plug your ears, you close your eyes, you take a breath in, just a regular breath in, and when you breathe out, feel as if like the qi is draining down your body, like water flowing out of a I don't know, like a cooler. So qi starts to flow down your body, down past your diaphragm, down past your hips, and into your legs all the way to your toes. You just feel it just going through like a syringe being pressed down or something like that. And then you can repeat that as many times as is comfortable. And once you feel like you're satisfied or it's boring now, then you stop. And he said it really should not take more than, I forgot what the exact time, it was like 3 minutes. He says if you're doing more longer than that, you're just doing extra repetitions that are unnecessary. Because at first, when you first do it, if your qi to your legs is impeded in any way, you'll feel like, oh, that feels nice, something's happening. But once that's been restored, doing it more doesn't do anything. So it's just be kind of like ambivalent and boring. So yeah, just do it like 3 to 5 times and that should be sufficient. Okay. And you do that like before you go to bed and when you first wake up, and that'll improve the health in a really simple way.
Awesome.
Yep.
Amazing. And okay, just a little bit more. So not only does this have carotenoids in comparison to the other botanicals, but has a natural like vitamin C. So vitamin C, as some of you may know, increases your absorption of non-heme iron from plants. So your ability to extract, blood, benefits from plants enhances by increasing vitamin C.
Okay.
Last but not least, these all have like some kind of like anthocyanin content, so that's what makes their color the way they are on the red spectrum, sometimes all the way to purple, in this case red. But this does not have any anthocyanins or antioxidant in that sense, but antioxidants in the sense that it has a lot of betaine or betalain. So we drink this to enhance digestion and weight loss.
So this one is
Beet root powder.
I see.
So it increases vasodilation because of the nitric oxide, but it's balanced. I never recommend taking supplements that enhance nitric oxide outside of like beetroot, because doing so actually, according to Dr. Ray Peat, you may stop, access to oxygen in the mitochondria.
Okay, that's important.
So you see this with some medications that enhance blood flow.
Okay.
And sometimes people lose their eyesight as a result of excess nitric oxide, because nitric oxide appears when we're under stress.
Okay.
In states of cancer or low energy, the blood vessels are too flaccid, so there's no pressure.
Oh.
So when we inhibit nitric oxide, the vascularity, the blood vessels kind of decrease in diameter, and you have this pressure system going again.
Nice.
To reach, to deliver the electricity, the qi, the hemoglobin, the voltage really, back into the mitochondria.
Yeah.
So these are all amazing things that can help enhance life, longevity, and heart health. But the heart is the main organ that, that we can communicate to each other as we're sitting like within close proximity. And some people say that, with research with qi is that it's non-local, that thought is non-local. Yeah. So just to reiterate, drinking these things can help enhance the heart and the small intestine's ability to increase in digestion and enhance nutrient absorption.
Nutrient absorption.
And when we have enough blood, our connection to our cells, people around us, can only be improved. So for some reason, perhaps it could be that our technology is decimating and is having some kind of effect on our red blood cells. Another part is that what I've seen is that when people come in with blood tests, this is like kind of technical terms for like different components of blood. So mean corpuscular volume, mean corpuscular hemoglobin, all these things are found to be enhanced. And when I see that, that tells me that the body is trying to adapt because there's not enough blood products. So the blood is trying to increase in the actual size and diameter of the red blood cell themselves.
Right.
So when I ask them to eat liver, have blood in terms of or glandulars, organ meats.
Heart, blood
Yeah.
sausage, these kind of things.
Exactly. And they come back and they have these herbs. They typically, all that goes away.
So you're talking about like a difference between quality versus quantity, huh?
Yes.
So all this knowledge dump that you just gave everybody, I'm sure some people will have more questions.
Yes.
How would you like them to reach you if they have questions about this?
Yeah, you can reach us at healingtreeshop.com, or you can, call us at 805-497.
Speak with Mo directly. Say that number again.
805-497-4438. Or you can reach me via email too at Moe, M-O-E, at healingtreeproducts.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you call Mo, you better set aside 20 minutes because he, like this just happened, he will tell you a billion things you didn't realize that you wanted to know. So budget your time for that. Yeah, that's super cool. So now we know more about, I think what was really interesting for me is the color connection. I understand that already in Chinese medicine, but the shape, the Greek concept of the shape and the correspondence was really interesting.
So yeah, if you look at, it's hard to see, but most people know what goji berry looks like. It almost looks like little eyes or tears.
Yeah.
And so it benefits the eyes, as you know, like carrots and carotenoids really benefit the eyes in the form of like benefiting the liver. So in Chinese medicine, when the liver energy is activated, it'll help with eye health, repair of the sinews. So in Kung Fu practice, we tend to activate the liver energy. So blood pressure can arise, those emotions can arise as we practice naturally, as we're moving qi. Things that we need to let go come up. And so activating the liver, and when you brew all these colors, it kind of looks like a liver color. Like coffee has something called chlorogenic acid, and when you roast the beans, it goes into quinolinic acids. All these are like anti-cancer properties and protect the liver from damage. This also has that. This also has that. So, so it's like liver protective, neuroprotective. Anytime you enhance circulation, the liver in Chinese medicine holds a position for that, not just the heart.
So basically, there's all sorts of amazing benefits to the natural herbal teas. And when you use them in the right combinations, it's even more potent, more beneficial.
Exactly. So they synergize to convey even greater health. So in Chinese medicine, it's typically herbs are, you have a chief, to direct, the different lieutenants and under your command. So when you add these together, they will give you even more, like a greater effect than just a single herb.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have your own experiences to teas that soothe you, calms you, that makes you feel nice and fulfilled in that way, let us know. And then maybe Mo will tell you even more about your favorite tea than you thought you knew. That would be kind of fun. And practice my qigong idea. You lie down, cover your ears, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and feel that qi flow all the way down your body, through your torso, past your thighs, down to your feet. And just notice what difference that makes for you. And let me know how that helps you in your health and your longevity. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mo, for all of that knowledge.
Thank you.
And don't feel shy to reach out if you have any further questions. See you guys next time.